Yes, good day, history learners. I am Godfrey Mbware, a history teacher.
Hi, my name is Nikiba Leolita, history teacher also.
Good day, my name is Emilia Mandela, I'm a history teacher.
Good day, learners. My name is David Scaneafo, and I'm a history teacher.
Good day, learners. My name is Niseka, history teacher.
Hi, my name is Ms. Chikongo, your history teacher.
Good day, history learners. My name is Ms. Manuva.
Good day, my name is Ms. Kaulingwe, responsible for history.
Yes, history learners, we are looking at theme 2, the League of Nations, unit 4. We are looking at the successes and the failures of the League of Nations in the 1920s. Here are the learning objectives. At the end of this unit, you should be able to explain the successes of the League and explain the failures of the League.
Good day, class. I will be taking you through the first successes of the League of Nations in the 1920s. The first event was between the A Islands in 1920. The countries involved was Sweden and Finland, and the conflict was both countries wanted the A Island because it lied between the two countries. So the action of the League of Nations was that Finland should administrate the island, and the Sweden inhabitants on the island would be protected by the League.
Good day, class. I'm going to take you through the second success of the League of Nations in the 1920s. The event was the dispute about Apasilesia in the 1921. Apasilesia was between the countries that were involved was Germany and Poland. Apasilesia was situated between the borders of Poland and Germany. It was a region which was rich in natural resources, and it was a mixed German and Polish population. To solve the unrest in the region, the League of Nations decided to divide Apasilesia between Poland and Germany. The League should treat Apasilesia as an economic unit and supervise its interests for the next 15 years.
Hi, I'm going to do the third success of the League of Nations in the 1920s. The main event was the dispute over Mimel in 1921. Countries that were involved, Germany and Lithuania. The terms of the Treaty of Versailles put Mimel under administration of the League of Nations. Meanwhile, it was still decided whether the Mimel should be part of the Lithuanian government or many Germans were involved. The actions of the League of Nations over Mimel. Lithuania received Mimel, which became an international zone, and the League of Nations had decided Lithuania to take over the Mimel in 2021.
We are at the fourth success of the League of Nations. The event was a war between Greece and Bulgaria. The countries that were involved in the conflict was Germany and Bulgaria. In 1925, the Greek soldiers took control of Bulgaria because a Greek soldier was killed while protecting the border between the two countries. Then this brought conflict. The League of Nations then took action. The League ordered the two countries to stop fighting and found Greece guilty. Greece had to pay reparations to Bulgaria for the damage.
Okay, good day, learners. I'm going to talk about economic and social success. The League of Nations was much more successful with the economic and social activities. For example, the League improved the living condition worldwide by sending doctors, nurses, medicine to affected communities. The League also educated people about the danger of addictive substances like drugs. The league also to add on, the League of Nations also helped refugees who were affected by the First World War, as well as with their resentment. In 1922, the League of Nations helped Austria recover its economic position by giving a loan of 20 million. The League Commission supervised Austria's economic and financial affairs. In 1926, the League of Nations Commission withdrew when Austria's financial position.
Yes, learners, we are now looking at the failures of the League of Nations in the 1920s. Let us take a closer look at the following examples where the League failed and the reasons for the failure. Number 1, war between Poland and Russia, 1920 up to 1921, and war between Greek and Turkey, 1921 until up to 1922, and the era of Persia. Thank you.
Okay, learners, we're going to talk about the war between Poland and Russia. We learned earlier how a new independent state, Poland, was formed by the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. It was declined that Poland's boundary with Russia should be the Poznań Line, named after Lord Chancellor of Britain. The Poles did not accept this arrangement because they wanted more land in the east than they were allowed to. In 1920s, the Poles attacked the Russians and occupied an area called the White Russia. The Russians fought back and the Poles fell back to the Warsaw, Poland's capital city. The Poles again counterattacked the Russians and many Russian soldiers were captured. In 1921, the Russian government accepted and signed the Treaty of Riga, and the treaty gave more land to Poland by refusing to obey the terms of the Treaty of Versailles and the League of Nations. Poland was able to increase its size.
Yes, historians, we are back again. We are looking at the war between Greek and Turkey that occurred in 1921 until 1922. In Unit 2, Section 4, you learned how the Treaty of Sevres affected people and eventually led to the breaking up of the Turkish Empire in 1920. King Constant I of Greek continued to take control of more Turkish land. The Turkish part of Smyrna was already controlled by the Greeks. Mustafa Kemal, the revolutionary new Turkish leader, blocked the Greeks at the Sakarya River. The Greeks were totally defeated by the Turks at the Battle of Sakarya, which continued for 3 weeks. A year later, Turkish soldiers attacked Smyrna and drove out millions of Greek civilians. Allied leaders decided to negotiate with Kemal. The Treaty of Sevres had to be cancelled because it was too unfair according to Kemal. In 1923, the Treaty of Lausanne replaced the Treaty of Sevres. This treaty allowed Turkey to get back most of her land. The Dadelis was again put under Turkish control and all occupying Allied troops had to be withdrawn from the country. The Paris peace settlement and the League of Nations had been disregarded again. Thank you.
Another failure of the League of Nations was the Laka occupation. In 1923, when Germany was not able to pay their reparations, it was 6,600 million pounds. The Belgian and French soldiers occupied the Laka, the German Legislative region. Coal was taken from Germany as part of reparation that Germany was supposed to make. The German soldier protested against what happened in Laka, and then the protest left Germany without aid. The French and Belgian soldier reacted ruthlessly by killing 100,000 demonstrators. The German reacted by printing million pens of notes to pay workers and the reparation.
This resulted in massive inflation and made mark, which is German currency, the worst buying power. And then the German faces a serious financial problem. In 1924, the Dawes Plan was introduced to help Germany pay reparation. In 1925, the Laha and the French intelligence soldier grew from the Laha, and these two countries have shown that they have no respect for the people simply by ignoring rules.
Yes, historians, this is the end of our lesson. And as you saw, you did see different kinds of teachers, and I hope you did really love the presentation. And in conclusion, we say that the league had many successes, and it also had social successes, and it also had failures. So if you really want to go deep into these things that we are talking about, you can look at your history module 1 part 1, medium senior secondary certificate grade 10 until up to 11, international relations since 1919. You can look at page 52 until 55. You will get all the things that we were talking about here. And yes, from the bottom of our hearts, as history teachers, we love you.